Hello, and thanks to everybody for joining today. My name's Dennis, and I'm a solutions specialist here at LiveTiles. I'm also joined by Vlad, who is a senior account executive here at LiveTiles. Today, we'll be walking through a demonstration of our software, showcasing how LiveTiles can supercharge your intranet by enhancing the user's ability to effectively connect employees to content, applications, and the information required to do their specific role. Before we do so, let's talk a little bit about who we are as a company. So LiveTiles is a global company. We specialize in employee collaboration and communication software, services, and AI for the workplace. LiveTiles has won many awards over the years. This year, having been rated favorably and independently by Clearbox, Forrester, and Gartner. We have more than 1,200 clients worldwide. So these organizations are using our technology to help improve their workplace. LiveTiles was founded in Australia, and we do have offices globally. So offices in New York, Seattle, throughout UK, Ireland, Netherlands, Switzerland, and Denmark. We are also a multi-award winning Microsoft Gold partner. So what we offer, so there are three major value aspects I think we should talk about here: product, project, and partnership. So starting with product, a product is extremely feature rich, but also very easy to manage. So we've designed the product for the communicators and HR content creators, enabling them to manage the content or product themselves, reducing the need to go through IT, which we understand can be a major pain point. A product also consists of several modules, providing traditional intranet features, such as features around effective communication throughout the organization, compliance to policies and procedures, various social features, and a lot more. We also have a mobile app that's downloadable from the App Store, so enabling the intranet to not just reach the office workers, but to also reach the first line workers. Lastly, we have analytics capability, so enabling your content creators to understand internet usage and then make decisions based on this data. Next, the project. So where LiveTiles can also provide a lot of value is during the implementation phase. We have a proven methodology, as we've been doing this for a very long time. We have a highly capable and experienced team that can work alongside your organization, understanding your specific problems and requirements, and designing and implementing a fit-for-purpose solution. We can also help with defining governance rules of your intranet, so developing a plan to ensure consistent and content is created consistently and properly managed throughout the organization, throughout your intranet, as well as getting your users actually in there and using the intranet. So helping develop strategies to ensure users are interacting and engaged with the intranet, and doing so long term. Lastly is the partnership. So once you've launched your intranet, you'll have access to a LiveTiles dedicated support team and also a customer success manager. So the customer success manager will check in regularly. You'll also have access to the LiveTiles community to being able to take actions such as post feature idea or requests. So next, the problem we're talking about here. So I think a lot of people can relate. Finding content throughout your organization can be difficult, but just how big of a problem is this? The reports indicate that just under 20% of business time, the equivalent to 1 working day per week, is wasted by employees searching for information just to do their job effectively. Information spread and duplication is also an issue here. So employees cannot find the information that they need to do their best work or make the best decisions, because this information is spread across multiple systems, being email, pages, chats, slide decks, documents, spreadsheets, and more. And another scenario that everyone may be able to relate to is the duplication of work. So different departments or maybe offices in different locations find that they're spending time resolving or looking at the same problems. And this happens when information is hard to find. So what is this problem costing the organization? So regarding the loss of productivity and based on the statistics mentioned, factoring in the average salary, the inability to find and retrieve documents is costing organizations that employ around 500 workers about $12.5 million per year. Regarding the duplication and information spread, so again, a company employing about 500 workers wastes about $2.5 million a year because employees are spending too much time duplicating information throughout the organization. This also affects employee turnover. So, broken corporate processes prevents employees from maximizing their potential. So the solution, LiveTiles product and services offer capability that is used by many of our clients to improve employee productivity and reduce the duplication of work and employee turnover. Vlad will now jump into a demo to showcase this solution. So I'll just give a Vlad presenter. There you go, Vlad.
Thanks, Dennis. Let me see if I can get that going. Sorry, just getting to share my screen. Give me 1 second. Can you, is my screen showing up or not yet?
Not yet, mate.
No?
Not yet.
Apologies for that. Just some technical difficulties, being the not technical person on this team.
Got you now, mate.
All right, great. So what are you're seeing my you're seeing the intranet at the moment?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Wonderful. All right. So as Dennis mentioned earlier, we're all about connecting people to their information. So I'll try to focus on a few things within the intranet that sort of connect you to different bits and pieces of information, different applications, and to your people as well. So we don't have a huge amount of time, so I'll keep it relatively brief, but I'll show you a few bits and pieces, a few different components of the intranet that are super fascinating. So we'll start off with the homepage here, as you can see it. So the great thing about this is it's highly customizable, and personalizable as well. So you're getting the information that you need as a certain type of worker to get your job done, right? So all of these components can be customized to fit the needs of the worker and can be personalized to the different components of the worker. So we'll start here with the hero news, right? So the hero news is here, as you can see, it's just a scrolling news system here. So what you can do is you can click in and you receive the news and the information that you need as a certain type of worker. So the hero news is sort of just is what it is, right? It's a page, it's showing you the new news that you need. It's giving you quick snapshots of, not necessarily quick snapshots of information, it's giving you more in-depth information that you can sort of go through, look into, and keep going, right? So the next component is the interactive and personalized mega menu as well. So once again, this can all be personalized to the certain worker that is experiencing. So if it's a HR team, for example, you can get more information on people and experience. If you're a marketing team, you might get a certain mega menu that fits to your skills, right? We've also got notice board functionality as well. So what I was mentioning before about that quick snapshot of news. So the notice board functionality gives you quick news articles that give you information, but you can also provide feedback on this information as well. So you're allowed to write comments, as you can also and you can also confirm that you've read this news as well. So it can sort of go away once you've seen it, so it doesn't clog up your workplace. So this news is highly targeted to the workers. So you can also subscribe to what you're looking for as well. So if we look into the sorry, just trying to get rid of my menu. So if you can see here, it's giving you a list of channels that sort of sit within this. Is my screen still showing? Yep. Okay, so it's giving you a list of channels that you can actually subscribe to, right? But there's also a list of channels here that are grayed out. So these grayed out channels are the ones that you need to receive, right? So these are mandatory channels. So as a worker, as an employee, you are required to receive alerts. So I can't unsubscribe to the alerts, but if I want to, I can start, selecting marketing campaigns, even though I'm not necessarily a marketing officer. So I receive the marketing news as well. You can also bring in content from external sources. So for example, here we've got our Instagram feed coming in, but we've also got the Yammer feed coming through as well. So you're getting all the information coming in from different sources. So you're not just receiving company news, you're bringing in, it's sort of becoming an aggregated news engine. So you're bringing content in from other places. So that could be RSS feeds, it could be Instagram, it could be Facebook, it could be whatever your need specifically is. We also have, as part of that notice board functionality, the ability to provide kudos. So if somebody's done something really well, you can sort of give them recognition for that, right? So Herb has gone above and beyond, right? So that's coming up as a notice board item. So we can see who's being praised within the organization. In addition to that, you can also get the red reports, right? So if there's a notice that has gone out, you want to make sure that most of the organization has received that, right? So once you've clicked on something, it shows that you have read it. The team can then get a report saying, okay, so 98% of the company has read it. So if there's an IT outage or something as a notice, you can get reports saying most people actually know about this already. In addition to that, you can get a recommended reading functionality. So the great thing about this is it can bring in different documents, different SharePoint pages that you're recommended to read as a certain person within the organization. So if you think about this as a call center operator, might receive calls and get questions about certain things, and they need to have that information at hand very quickly. So in the recommended reading part, so based on what other people are reading, based on the knowledge that you need as a call center operator, you will receive information sitting here for you to recommended read so that you can quickly respond to people and provide that information that they need. In addition to that, we've got upcoming events that you can include here as well. Not a huge amount to say on that. It's just a calendar functionality that you can include. And the other thing that I really wanted to focus in on was actually the policies document, the policy hub. So the policy hub here, we've got a certain cut of it, the policies that I must read. So based on your user profile, you get a certain amount of policies that you need to read in order to remain compliant. Right, so I've moved into the next page, gone into the actual policies hub. So it's providing me 11 policies that I need to read and 5 policies that are potentially relevant, as well as the policy index, which includes all of the policies of the organization if you really decide to read all of those. So the great thing about this is the metadata that sort of sits behind it. So once you get into a policy, for example, so let's say it's the code of conduct policy. Once you've read this, it will actually say that you've read it in the back end. So you need to actually confirm that you've read it and that you've understood it by clicking a button. Let's see if that comes up. So once you confirm, that then goes into the back end suggesting that you've read this, right? And the HR team or the policy team can go in and report on this. So they can pull a report and see how many people have actually read the new policy. But in addition to that as well, you've got the author, you've got the contact, but you've also got modified, created, and date of audit, right? So as you can see, this one's actually, the date of audit's actually passed, right? So this policy might not actually be relevant anymore. So once this date of audit passes, the contact or the author will actually receive a notification saying, hey, this policy's date of audit has passed over. Do you need to fix it, make it better, or can it just keep going, right? So the great thing about that is that your policies remain current. So once it actually goes into the back end, once you've confirmed that you've read it, the HR team can actually pull a report, and that will have all the information on who's actually read it, and you can remain compliant. So going back now and talking about connecting people to information, let's talk about connecting people to people. So the personalization within this this site is based on a tool that we call LiveTiles Intelligent Directory. So what that is it's an intelligent agent that goes out into your Active Directory and trawls what information is missing. And then it goes back to the user and requests that they actually fix that themselves, right? And this is gamified as well. So as you can see, I'm logged in as Betty. Betty's got a green circle that's almost all the way there. So it means she's almost completed her profile, right? What she's missing is her phone number. So as you can see, she's actually put in her phone number, but the problem with this is that it looks like she's actually missing a number. So if we add in one more number, I think, potentially, there's something wrong with it. Must be a valid phone number. So it's based on the digits that you need to put in there. So for example, it's 61. And that should hopefully fix it up, although I still haven't done it right. And it'll also ask you to put in your postcode, for example. And then you can click save, and that will actually fix up that profile. So then her profile will be complete. And you can actually view her profile, or your profile as this is, as you're I'm logged in as Betty, and it will show the details that are in there. The great thing about this also is that with the directory, you can actually also set custom attributes. So for example, these ones here, skills and past projects, are custom attributes that we've included. And you can target people based on this. So you can target people based on their skills, you can target people based on their expertise, you can target people based on what kind of dog they have, for example, if you decide to include that as an attribute. For example, for us, we've actually included shoe size and t-shirt size so that when the HR team needs to send out merchandise, or the marketing team needs to send out merchandise, we've got people's sizes in. Now, the reason this is great is it creates that ability to personalize based on all of these attributes, but it also allows you to search who you need to find based on these attributes. So for example, we've got the directory here sitting in the side. I can type in people, and it will show up all of the people that sit in that human resources team, or the people team. And then you can sort of go in, dig a little deeper, and it will show you their profile card, but you can also dig into their you can also dig into their org chart, sort of show you where they sit within the organization. So then that gives you ability to contact the people that you need to get in touch with. All right, so in addition to this, I wanted to talk to you about the panel that I was just using, which is actually called the Everywhere panel. So everything that you see here follows you around the site wherever you go. So you've got easy access to the most needed applications and the most needed tools and information that you have as a user wherever you go within the intranet. But not just within the intranet, it actually also follows you through Teams. So you're actually receiving exactly the same experience in Microsoft Teams. So the same panel that you see here, you're receiving that panel here. So you're receiving all of these same things here, so that wherever you go within Teams and within SharePoint, you're receiving the information that you need to get your job done. And this is also highly customizable. So you can add different components to this based on what your organization needs, but it can also be personalized so that a certain member of the team receives certain different attributes and different content within this. Right, so for us, we've included a bunch of different things here. So as you can see, we've got the sort of like a home page sitting here where we've got news and information. It's very similar to what you've seen in the first one. So let me just remove this one so you can see this a little bit better. Yep, and it's gone. All right, let's work from this one since I haven't closed this one. So yeah, you're receiving all of the content that you need within here. So you've got your homepage, sort of a little bit of a homepage, but you've also got the ability to create content through here. So quick sidebar where you can create news, you can create team sites, you can create comms, you can create documents. You've also got your service menu. So this provides you with links to different applications or different places that you need to go within the intranet. So like a quick links menu. provides you with communication and events as well. So similar to what we had in the site, you've got your news posts that can come through. But if you're in a different part of the site and you quickly want to see what's coming through, you just click in the LiveTiles Everywhere panel or within Teams, and it will give you the news that's relevant to you. And then we've got sort of the corporate news as well, which is a little bit more in depth. So we talked about the Policies Hub just a minute ago, so that sits in here as well, so that you've always got your policies on hand. You can click in here and read your policies on the fly. We've got smart meetings in here. You can bring in your calendar and your emails, for example. Your alerts, there's none here, so nothing will show up at the moment. You've got different workspaces that you might be using, whether that be within Teams, for example, or as a team site, a Microsoft SharePoint Teams site. We discussed the profile section as well, which sort of sits in here, where you can search for people. You see your profile showing up and whether you've completed your personal attributes. We've also got Yammer coming in here, bots, Instagram feed. So there's a bunch of different things that you can include in here. It's not necessarily fixed to what is set by the organization. So you can add different bits and pieces into here. So with that, I'll probably end the presentation there, and we'll go back to Dennis and see if there's any questions or anything that we need to run through. So thanks, everyone.
Thanks, Vlad. That was great. No questions have come through via chat just yet, but happy to hang around for a few minutes and feel free to enter any questions.
Outside of that, if there's anything that you guys need to know about LiveTiles Intranet, this was a very short presentation just showing some of the key features and functionality that we've got. But if there's more that you need to know, so this is a huge product. It's got lots of things that we can show you. If there's anything you need to know, just get in touch with me or Dennis. We've got our email down here. Just give us send us an email and we can get in touch and have a chat.
Guys, can you see those couple of questions that have just pinged up just now?
Okay, are you able to read them out? Sorry, Chris, I cannot see them in chat.
James Robertson, his question is, which products were the ones that were demoed?
So the products that were demoed, it was LiveTiles Intranet and the LiveTiles Everywhere product, as well as the LiveTiles directory. So it all sort of sits within that umbrella of the LiveTiles Intranet, but there was a few different products that were sitting there that were sort of enabling the intranet to provide a lot of that personalization and provide you with that connection to people.
And Paul Murphy asks, how much of the 365 suite / Power Platform is used?
Yeah, so the LiveTiles product integrates seamlessly or sits within the Office 365 or Microsoft 365 ecosystem. So the solutions very much, LiveTiles solutions very much add enhancements to Office 365 and can work alongside all of those features and functions from Microsoft. And obviously, and just to cap that off, obviously the demonstration Vlad was stepping through was showcasing the LiveTiles enhancements within inside the Office 365 ecosystem, so that he was showcasing our specific modules.
So as you saw, there was a bit in there that was within Teams and within SharePoint, for example. So we were bringing in both of those within those within that Microsoft suite.
Perfect. Well, thank you everybody for your time, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Thanks, everyone.